Hey y'all. It is Monday, December 15th, 2014. I just got home from set and I'm really, really tired. My alarm went off this morning at 3:30 a.m. It is currently 10:45 my time. But lots happened over the last couple of days, and so I wanted to go ahead and take some time to say hello and that I love all of you. Um, had a really crazy weekend. Last couple of days have just been nuts. Friday, I had the opportunity to be in Pleasantville, New York for the movie, and it was beautiful up there. We were in this neighborhood um, right outside of Pleasantville um, that was full of homes designed by the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. It was a beautiful neighborhood, like in the middle of the woods. There were trees surrounding everything. All the houses were on property, and it was had hills and snow, and it actually kind of reminded me a lot of Forest Glen, like, because when it got dark outside, it was just cold and kind of that smell in the air. Um, it's really beautiful. It was very, very, very cold. Long day. Lots happened. I made someone laugh way too loud while they were filming and ruined a take. That was not so cool. Then a little bit later, something caught fire, and luckily I had decided to go back and check on this area, and boom, there was this stuff like melting um, off a piece of property. La. It was um, too exciting. I had to, I had to run. Went and, we had to find a fire extinguisher, and then we had to find a light to see how to work the fire extinguisher, and then, there were flames, and it got put out. Everyone was okay. There wasn't any um, real epic damage, but still, it was crazy. I didn't end up getting home until like 2 o'clock that morning and going to bed till like 3:30, and anyways, it was just nuts. And then Saturday, Autumn and I went down to Central Park because Delilah was from Sunny 99.1, in Houston. Up here, she's something else. But Autumn really liked Delilah. Um, so we went down to Central Park to see her, which we didn't really get to, but we got to hear her and see everyone ice skating. Got to take some pretty cool pictures, and um, anyways, and then Saturday night I had wrap party for 3 Generations, and that was lots of fun. We went down to this little bar, the bottom of the island, and uh, everybody was there, celebrities included. Um, it was a lot of fun. We also went to dinner like before the wrap party. Me and my new friend Gabby and Danielle, who I'm working for, she took us to this place where we had lobster, like served in a bag with potatoes and corn, um, and butter. It was crazy. They like shook it up, and it was like boiled, and we had aprons and bibs and gloves and everything to eat all of it. It was intense. And then we went over to the wrap party. It was just kind of surreal, being in this place with celebrities and um, the cast and the crew and just everybody, and everyone was all dressed up, which all I've seen everybody is, dressed like Eskimos. So it was a lot of fun. Everyone was having a really good time, and I just felt really lucky to be there. So that was my Saturday night, and then Sunday, uh, I had the opportunity from another friend from Texas. Some of y'all know her very well, Samantha Klein. She won two passes to go to this screening at her White Elephant gift like the day before. So we got to go see American Sniper, starring Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller. It was written by Jason Hall and directed by Clint Eastwood, and it's about the life of Chris Kyle, who um, they call the legend, and he has the he's the deadliest sniper in U.S. history. He's also from Texas, and had a beautiful family. And anyways, it was a great film. Bradley Cooper was incredible. I didn't recognize him at first, and then we had a Q&A after the screening with Bradley Cooper. Yes, thank you. And Sienna Miller and Jason Hall and one of the producers, Robert Lorenz. And I didn't even recognize Bradley Cooper at first. He was just the transformation that he went through for the role was uh, epic, to say the least. Um, so that was really crazy. Samantha and I were both sitting there, and we were thinking, like, we've been trying to come up with questions and like what we could ask him and what we could say, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, come on, say something, funny, or ask a really good question, one that's gonna make him think, or ask something about Texas, because Samantha and I are both from Texas. And finally, the moderator is like, okay, we have time for one last question. And so I was like, beep! And then he called on me. And so I asked him, if you could change places with anybody on the crew, who would it be? And he was like, is this like one of those questions where, like, or else I'm not in the movie? And I was like, no, 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 no. Just, if you and Sienna were forced to choose other, positions on the film, either in the cast or the crew, what would you pick? And they kind of looked at each other and said, I think we'd probably switch places with each other. And I was like, that's cheating as far as an answer goes. But it made them laugh and the audience laugh, so oh well. At least I had the guts to ask. We tried to wait outside the stage door to take a picture, but it was just too awkward. I feel bad because they're being like bombarded with all these people, and that was another thing at the wrap party too. I felt so awkward. I could not ask Tate Donovan or Elle Fanning to like take a picture with me. I don't know. I'm sure they're used to it, but I don't know. I just felt weird. So anyways, and then was back on set today. We were at this school in Brooklyn, and that was a really cool. I think that was probably my favorite place that we've been filming so far. Was really, really neat. I got to see Naomi Watts like a bajillion times today. And Elle Fanning. I actually talked to Elle Fanning today in the hallway. Just crazy, And tomorrow's our last day, so I'm actually, as soon as I end this here, I'm probably going to crawl into bed because I'm exhausted and I'm starting to lose my voice, I feel like. But in addition to all of the fun things that have happened over the last couple of days and, all the exciting stuff, with everything, with a spoonful of sugar comes a grain of salt. And I'm, sad, but happy too, that my family is at peace. But yesterday, my mamaw, James's mother, passed away, and it was something that we knew was coming. You know, she'd been suffering from Alzheimer's for a long time, and most recently she went to the hospital. She just was in congestive heart failure and uh, suffering from the flu and uh, really bad UTI. And anyways, I was thinking about her a lot today, you know, on set, because the last time I saw her was literally like maybe, you know, 4 or 5 days before we left to drive up to New York. And she was in such good spirits. She knew who I was, and she knew that I was moving to New York, and she was so excited for me and smiling and laughing. And, you know, anyways, I'm thankful that she's at peace. And obviously, I wish I was with my family right now, but I know that they're surrounded by lots of love and lots of prayers and lots of comfort and light. So that's good. Anyways, okay. So, anyways, my song for the day, song that um I listened to when I first woke up this morning, and it's called A Winter Song, and it's sung by Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michaelson, and it's a beautiful piece. It's very quiet, and it really does it. It makes you think of winter. It's just kind of cold and calm and quiet, you know, all at the same time. And anyways, it's a really great song. You should definitely go and check it out. I love all of you. I can't wait to come home for Christmas and see everybody and get to spend some time. So I love you, and I'll see you all soon. Love y'all.